And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Single receiver.
Hurry up, watch it now, Barney.
Safe.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. He right that picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
20. Check. Crunch.
Now following the blitz coming, and down he goes. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Larry. Let's heat it up. I'm coming after you. Eyes up. Let's go. Eyes up.
The play clock's running down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a number 1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Look, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
I'm going to run you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90.
Check 59.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demarius Thomas.
You worry about him, Cat. Physical. He makes plays downfield.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. A great read and
Here we go. All day, baby, all day. Strong right. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Come on. 6 guys.
they'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss, and everybody really on offense. They were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
Check the outs. Come on. Pump it up, baby.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Kill.
They snap it to Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain? I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And that is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Strong left. Strong left.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Check.
We're going to set.
Get up. Let's go. Let's do it. Hey. Check. Fresno.
Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it brings up 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 65 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Newton now to throw. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And 4th down coming up. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here?
Length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And